Hey folks, how you doing? It's Wednesday afternoon. It's actually just around noon my time. I thought I'd sit down and do a quick blog. I haven't done any this week since I got down here. It's been long days of practice. You know, it's light till about 9 o'clock at night, and this lake's so big that it's typically an hour from my hotel for a few of the places I've been launching. So. Haven't been much inclined to get video blogs done. Basically, it's back to the hotel and bed. But I've been getting some phone calls and some emails, so I figure I better sit down and get one done. What can I say about my practice? It's been incredibly disappointing. I was so excited about this tournament. The fish seem to be setting up on ledges really well. The Bassmaster Elite boys just smoked them, and I was really looking forward to it. So I come down and I figured you get on a ledge and boom, there the fish are. But the fact is there's more like 240 miles of ledges, and you got to find the ledges that hold the fish. So 4 days I've fished Barkley, I've fished Kentucky. A lot down the south end of Kentucky, which is where a lot of the big bags from the Bassmaster Series came, and where a lot of tournaments have been won over the last few years. And I'm catching fish, but they're short. Every once in a while I'll pull up on a spot, and Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon I pulled up on a spot, put 18 pounds in the boat in 8 casts. It was that's what I was expecting. But unfortunately, I was only able to find that in 1 or 2 spots. And of course, the other spot where I loaded probably 12 fish back to back, they were all 13 inches. So it's been a struggle. I spent a good part of yesterday kind of close to the launch. I figure if I couldn't find them down towards New Johnsonville, which is about an 80-mile run, I'd look here and just scramble around. Well, I didn't really find them down here either. So what am I going to do? I really have no idea. Do I gamble and make the run? Go down, hopefully get on one of those schools of fish, load the boat real quick? Or do I stick close and just scrounge out, save that extra, I'll probably lose 3 to 4 hours of fishing time driving down south. Do I stay close and keep that time with the lure in the water? I don't know. Decision to be made, and probably really won't be made until tomorrow morning when they call my boat number. It's weighing on my mind so heavily. I really don't want to be in this position where I don't have good fish to go to, or any fish to go to really. I'm sitting at looking at the standings. I'm 53rd, got 538 points. I figure over the last 2 tournaments I need 300 points to make the championship. So that would be a 50th place in each tournament, and then I'll be on the bubble, but I'll have a shot at getting to the championship. Unfortunately, I don't think I have, I know I don't have the fish to do it right now. So unless something develops in the tournament tomorrow, it's going to be a struggle. Some of the buddies I've been running with have had blowout tournaments, and I've been lucky to avoid them. I've managed to stay in the middle of the pack, but I really think this tournament could be a blowout for me. It could be, I feel I can go out there and not catch a keeper, which really hurts, because I'm hearing some guys are catching 100 fish a day. And then I look at those elite bags where, there was, over the 4-day event, there was probably 50 or 60 bags over 20 pounds. So this lake has the fish, and I just haven't found them. The guys that are getting them, they're doing exactly what I'm doing. They're running the ledges. They're just hitting the right ledges. They know how to read them better. Kind of the other disadvantage, so I've been hearing, is the water's been shut off here. During the Bassmaster Elite Series, they're running 60,000 cubic feet a second, which is above average water flow here. And that's what that does. It sets up the shad in predictable locations, and hence the bass. So we've been running anywhere from 19 to 25,000 throughout practice, so very little current, and the guys are saying that fact alone is going to lower the weights for the FLW. But we'll see how it shakes out. The 3 key baits everyone's using, and I'm using as well. First of all is a nice deep driving crankbait. This is Strike King Series 6 in good old Kevin Van Dam's Sexy Shad. Great bait. I have caught fish on it. In fact, the first keeper I caught out here was a 5-pounder I got on Barclay on this Series 6. Dives down at 16 feet, so it's really good for grinding into those mussel beds if you can find them, and stirring up those fish. The other 2 key baits is the football jig. This is actually a 3/4 ounce football jig. We can get a quick look there. Guys are dragging it or stroking it. I've discovered the football head's very, very, very snag proof. Again, caught a few fish on it. I haven't done much of the stroking, which is essentially about a 5 to 6 foot lift off the bottom and a drop on slack line. The few fish that I have caught on the football head have been dragging, so we'll try this out there tomorrow. And of course, the big 10-inch Berkley Power Worm. This is actually been what most of my fish have been coming on. This is your plain old black. The red shad's been working as well, and I mentioned that spot where I had 18 pounds in about 8 casts, 10 casts, and everyone was on a Carolina rig 10-inch black power worm. So it's kind of been my relying bait, my go-to bait for the few fish I am catching. So that'll definitely get a lot of play tomorrow. That about wraps it up. I gotta go downstairs, get my rods ready, and like I said, this is a crapshoot. Could go either way. I could, pull up onto one of the spots where I got a couple bites, a couple short fish, and the big ones are stacked up, or I could spend 8 hours on the water tomorrow and never catch a keeper. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see how we feel tomorrow night. We'll try and get a blog done. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you in a bit. Bye.